Hey everyone, welcome back to Catching Up with the Walkers. Thanks for stopping by and joining us today.
Hey guys.
I'm Gary.
I'm Cassie.
And you were just about ready to take a drink, weren't you? Mm-hmm. Isn't that the worst whenever you sit down at a restaurant and the waitress or waiter comes over and you just take a bite of food and your mouth's full and they're like, "Can I help you with anything?" Yeah, sure. So one of those moments. But thank you guys so much for stopping by. We really do thank you for taking your time out of your day to join us. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, if you would do that, then you will make sure and be subscribed to our channel. And you ring that bell for notifications. You'll know anytime we post a video.
Yeah. I don't have anything to say.
I was going to get a drink, so I thought you had something to say.
I was trying, but nothing came to me. Just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. We truly appreciate it. And
yeah,
what we're going to talk to you about today.
Well, before we get into that, I did want to show you one quick thing. We're not drinking this right now, but I am excited to try it. Got some new coffee to try out. So, Texas Pecan from Cafe Olé. One of our subscribers,
Rosa Williams.
Rosa Williams sent it, and she has just spoiled us almost nonstop. So, thank you, Rosa.
Yep. Last time the package took a little bit and she got a little frustrated, but it did get here. But this time she's like, it's supposed to be there by Tuesday. It better be there. And we got it on Monday. So post office coming in clutch with that one. Really
looking forward to try that kind of kawi, which is Cherokee word for coffee.
I was like, what?
I get Cassie sometimes with that.
Oh, goodness. He knows like 6 words, so he thinks he's fluent. Someone asked if you could speak your...
6 more than you. That's all it takes.
I know several.
All right.
Someone asked if you could speak the Cherokee language, and I told him you knew a few words, but hoping to learn more.
Yeah, we try to use keywords, conversational words, but it's on my goals. It's on my bucket list to learn more Cherokee language. It is hard. It's a tough language, but I'm going to. So today's topic, what are we going to talk about? We want to talk about something that we dealt with recently. And hopefully none of you guys are dealing with this, but some of you probably are. I know some of our local friends were. And that is a local food shortage. But not really the kind of food shortage you're thinking about, like last year about this time whenever the grocery shelves were empty. This is a food shortage that applies more towards homesteaders.
Yes. And I'm going to drink this because I need a lot of coffee. I like
Mama... If Mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy, so let her drink her coffee. And a food shortage for homesteaders starts with something other than food on the shelves.
Yeah, you gotta, you can't just go buy it and it's food. You gotta buy it, grow it, take care of it, feed it, process it, pick it, whatever it is, then it becomes your food.
Exactly. So what we're talking about is a shortage or supply and demand inefficiencies in our area of feeder pigs.
I think you got a pig on your shirt.
Yeah, I got a pig on my shirt right about there.
Yep.
Adler Farms. So we have been raising feeder pigs. This is just our second year.
We didn't really raise one. The first one we ever did, we bought and it was already...
Yeah, we bought it pretty much ready to go.
Yeah, and then you could get dates like that. So we went and bought it. It was pushing 300, 350.
It was about 300 pounds.
And we kept it for 3 or 4 weeks. Maybe. And butchered it. And so we were like, well, that wasn't bad, which was only 3 or 4 weeks. Someone else had done all the hard work. But then last year we actually got our own from babies. One was as little as 15 pounds and grew them out. Yeah.
And we had a lot of fun growing out our own meat. We really enjoyed being able to know what went into it. A big reason why we do this, we want to know what our kids are eating and that type of thing. So it's a lot of value to us to raise our own meat. Well, it usually is not a problem. But this year, our friends, Kevin and Rachel over at Hidden Heights Farm, were in the same boat we were. Mm-hmm. They were looking for feeder pigs and they could not find them. And when I say they could not find them, they couldn't find what they were looking for, meaning they already have their dates because, as you know, the dates are getting crazy around here.
Yeah, you got to get them a year in advance. You can't get them 2 or 3 weeks in advance anymore.
Yeah. And so we already had our dates. They already had their dates. I know ours are at the beginning of November, and I think theirs are mid and late November. And so we needed pigs that fit that timeline.
Yeah, you don't want 100-pound pigs because they would be way too big by then. As the months were going on, we didn't want 15-pound pigs really anymore because they would be almost too small. So it was like trying to hit that window. And on our Walker Farm Fam video where we got the pigs, people were commenting saying there's a shortage because people aren't breeding them because you can't get dates, or there's a shortage because of the Arctic blast. Maybe that killed a bunch. So people had their own ideas of why they think there were shortages, but we're less of a shortage and more of like the demand. We needed 5 and Kevin and Rachel needed 8.
Total.
So we needed a lot of pigs, and we would find 1 or 2 here or there. And even when we would find 1 or 2, I'd be like, Gary, it's on Craigslist. You call, I'm calling, somebody needs to call. And within no time, we would contact them and like, well, we think you already got them sold, or someone's on their way. And I'm like, holy cow, how they beat me? It was like 30 minutes ago. Or we found some and we'd send them to Kevin, and people wanted 3 times more than what we usually pay for. Yeah,
and just kind of FYI, what we were used to paying for was anywhere from $30 to $60 for, say, a 30-pound feeder pig. So think about $2 a pound is what we were used to paying in the past. And the ones that we were seeing selling were going anywhere from $80 to $120 up to $150 for purebreds. And by no means we don't want any. We don't have to have purebreds.
If you're buying 1 or 2, okay, we might have to spend that much. But if you're buying 5 to 8, there's no way you can pay that much and it be worth your money at that point.
Yeah, and even we went to extreme measures. Like, we prefer to buy off a local farm, but we went to the measures of going to Leach hog sale. Actually, Kevin went twice. We weren't able to go, and he was going to pick up some for us if he saw any come across the scales that met what we were looking for. And he said they just either weren't there or the prices were astronomical, not really affordable for what we were doing.
But other people were paying it. But, you know, like we said, if you want that many pigs, you just really don't want to have to pay that much. So there are pigs around here. Mm-hmm. It's the price, and it's how many, and it's how quickly they're going. We work, and Kevin and Rachel work. Well, Rachel currently quit her job, but before she was working, so it's hard to be on Craigslist and those pig groups on Facebook that I joined 24/7. And so if we weren't, it was like they were just disappearing before we could get to them. But if you watched our video on Walker Farm Fam, you know that 5M Family Homestead down in Texas came in clutch for us. Just a few miles from their house is someone by the name of Reed. Is their last name, I believe. I believe Reed was his last name. And his place is called Reed Livestock. And so he raises show pigs. So 4-H FFA kids buy show pigs for him. And from the looks of it, he raises some amazing show pigs.
By show pigs, I was there.
I will tell some of the local people about him.
I will tell you, he has some nice show pigs. He had a really nice setup, first of all. These pigs that we got, they'd never seen daylight. They have, inside barns, automatic feeders, waters, shavings, clean pigs.
Yeah.
And so these were pens of, say, 12 to 15 pigs. Plenty of space in there.
I was going to say, that sounds bad, but his setup was...
It's meant for show pigs.
It wasn't a tiny pen with a whole bunch of pigs.
Yeah, it's nice air circulating.
Air conditioned.
Yeah, so
clean.
It's a show pig setup. So what he would do is he goes through and he takes out the pigs that don't fit a show pig shape. They don't fit the show pig.
But still taste good.
Yeah, they don't fit all the check boxes for a show pig. And if you're into show pigs, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not. I've never really shown them.
We're into bacon.
Yeah. So those pigs, though, that aren't really ideal for show pigs make excellent feeder pigs. They're all healthy. They're ready to start growing as soon as you get them. And they come from a really nice, clean farm, clean setup. And so that's what we ended up with.
Yeah, so Shanna saw that I was looking. She messaged me and said, hey, just right down the road from us, we've got several pigs from him, and we've been happy with them. you want me to find out if he has any? Actually, Tobin is the one that found out. Shanna told me about him, and then Tobin did all the middleman between. And we ended up being able to go down there and get some. And he had just called them cold, C-U-L-L.
Cold, yeah.
them the day before. And we were able to go pick them up. So watch that video over at Walker Farm Friend. Gary and Ranger drove down there. I had to stay home with the kids, and they had a good time. And I think maybe that should be our supplier forever and always.
Hey, I mean, I'm up. If my neighbor has pigs next year, like he's had in the past, our neighbor, he actually, we got a pig from him before, and he was supposed to have raised pigs this year, and his boar ended up not making it.
Yeah.
So like a month before they was going to breed, his boar died, and all these other pigs are fine still. So that didn't work out. But yes, if we need pigs, he will be on our short list of people to call. So I think we've clearly presented the problem. So we've had a problem here with finding feeder pigs, and if you want to call it a food shortage, I mean it's a food shortage to us because that's our food. I mean we had some sausage the last 2 or 3 days.
We had pork chops on Mother's Day. We cooked 4 packages of pork chops for all of us and our kids, and then my sister came over, my mom and dad, and then my sister's family. So pork chop is what we ate.
Our new little angels, one of their favorite foods is pork chops, and we have a large amount of pork chops in our freezer. So when they got here, I asked,
sausage is also their favorite. They're not big on bacon, I don't think.
Yeah, but pork chop sausage all the way. So I asked them what they like to eat, and I took them over to the freezer once he told me pork chops, and I was like, hey, come check this out. And I looked in that freezer, and I mean piles and piles of pork chops. I was like, this is all pork chops. And the eyes just grew like that. So that was fun.
We're going to be porked out pretty soon.
Hey, it's there, and we might as well use it. Mm-hmm. But what is leading to this problem? I know people have had their opinions, and I want you guys to leave your opinions down in the comments, but I want to tell you what I think the big problem is. And I think the big problem started with last year, in the last real food shortages that were happening in grocery stores. I think it was a wake-up call to America, more or less, and the fact that you can't depend on Walmart or Harps or Costco or any of those grocery stores. You can't depend on them for your food security. And if you are dependent on them for your food security, you're insecure. And in our area, our neck of the woods, there's a lot of people that have the potential to do what we're doing, homesteading.
Yep.
A lot of people have 5 acres, 10 acres, a couple acres. They have a backyard big enough.
Yeah, most people have chickens around here. If they don't have anything else, they have chickens. But now you see they got pigs, or they got one steer that they're feeding out. People are starting to get things like, hey, I got a little bit of land, I need to do something. Or people like us who only raise a couple of pigs, now we're raising a few more.
For our family, because maybe my parents and her parents don't want to put the time in and the effort and the energy to build the pig pen.
Or they're not physically able.
Or they're not able, but they're able to say, hey, I'll pay you, $1.75 a pound or whatever to raise it out for me. Easy solution for us because we're raising 2. Mm-hmm. It's just as easy to raise 6 as it is 2 once you have the automatic feeder and water. So I think that the light bulb came on for a lot of people, and they are wanting to be more food secure, which why wouldn't you? I know people like our tribe, the Cherokee Nation, they actually invested in a processing facility because all the processing dates are getting crazy and just...
To the public, or they're just now building it?
Yeah, they're finishing it up, and they're going to open it up to the public. They're going to process bison, beef, and pork.
Can you buy it from there?
Wait, I said that wrong. Bison, beef, and I think they're going to do pork. Bison and beef for sure, maybe pork.
Can you go buy bison there?
So I think what they're actually going to do is they have their own grocery store that they let people come in that are needy and need to get that.
I just want some bison.
They supply ground meat, good healthy meats to people that are in need. So the processing facilities though have taken a hit. your dates are way out there. Now,
Well, we just in driving distance, we've noticed 3 processing places coming up. Used to not be any processors in driving distance from us. Really, I mean, we had to drive a little ways, but now just we've seen in the last few months there's going to be at least 3.
and I got a call actually today. I didn't tell Cassie, or yesterday. I got a call that our processing dates for 2022, our beef dates, are able to be moved up. Well, I don't really want to move them up because I planned those dates out, but it's a good sign that more facilities are opening up and there are going to be more availability for people to get their animals processed. So that's my theory. So let me know what you think. Is China buying up all the pork? Is
Everyone says they're buying up the lumber.
is the politics getting too heavily involved and they're slaughtering all the pigs and all the cows so we can't eat them? I don't think so. But whatever theory you have, I mean, let me know what you think, because I'm always interested to see what everybody else thinks. You guys have a lot of good opinions.
I'm afraid you're opening a can of worms.
Well, I'm just saying.
I'm kidding. We got the best people here.
We're in this part of the country. We're kind of isolated. I know people on the
That's
East Coast, West Coast, Canada, different areas, different countries, in different areas of our country are probably seeing different things. So I always think it's interesting to see how it is in your area. Maybe there's no shortage at all for some people. I know our friend up in New York,
the Sloans.
The Sloans, they had a similar situation, didn't they?
Yeah, they were hard to find, and then when they found them, they had to pay more than they've ever had to pay before.
Yeah, and the ones that we got in Texas, I feel like they were right on the price.
He was just needing to get rid of them because his priority is show hogs, show pigs. He needed them gone. We were going to take 13. Oh yeah, come on, get them out of my way because I need to open up room for my other show pigs.
Yeah, and he's at a certain age. Once you can tell they're coals and they need to go, then they need to go because he's got a business to run.
We shouldn't have told him the name. Now they're going to beat us to it every year.
That's on you. That's on you. I wasn't going to let the cat out of the bag, but Cassie's more friendly than I am.
It's my downfall sometimes is being too nice.
So let us know what you think. That's all. Do you think this food shortage for us started with the food shortage for everybody, or do you think there's other factors involved? I know some people said the hard winter.
Yeah, but I think there's lots of different things. But from looking for 2 months straight for pigs, I'm going to tell you why it was hard for us was because I could only find 1 or 2 at a time, and we needed more than that, and we wanted to buy together so they'd be about the same size. Last year we bought 3 separate things and we had 3 separate sizes of pigs. We wanted them together. Also, when I did find 6, 7, 8, they were 3 to 4 times higher than what we could really afford in our budget for them. Yeah,
so I think what we got this year was perfect. If we have the same problem next year, that's the point I'll look into sow.
Yeah, people are saying we need to raise them.
And start raising our own.
I don't want to raise them right now.
The winter time is hard anyway. I'm dealing with cattle all winter long. We're dealing with rabbits and
we would for sure want a better
chickens.
setup, and we would want to look at what's priority, what some animals we maybe need to not have, because we're at the point right now that with 5 kids and all the animals, we're like stretched thin on taking care of everything.
Yeah, we're at capacity.
I mean, we're able to take care of them, but it's like, adding some breeder pigs, hogs, whatever it is, that we would need to get rid of something.
But if we continue with the problem, we'll look a lot harder at it next year.
Yeah.
So as far as catching up goes, I think we kind of covered what we caught up on. You saw us go down to Texas, me and Ranger. We had a blast going down there. It was
Mother's Day.
A lot of fun. Oh yeah. And so that pretty much covered that though. And then Mother's Day, Cassie. Did you get spoiled on Mother's Day?
I did get spoiled on Mother's Day.
She didn't get as much.
I got spoiled the day before Mother's Day, and then it carried over into Mother's Day.
Well, she didn't get as spoiled as much as I would have liked, just because we are still really busy, getting adjusted. But hopefully she got a little bit spoiled and she had a good day.
Why do you think Rosa sent me coffee? She sees I'm struggling here.
And hopefully all you mothers out there had a good day as well. But we got your new necklace.
Yep.
Which I see it right over there hanging up.
Yep. The Gary has bought me a necklace when we were dating, and then you've had to buy me a couple of chains since then. I'm really bad. If you've never noticed, I always have these earrings. I don't take stuff off. I just keep them on. And so I would wear the necklace all the time, and I would get the chains broke by, like, Ranger was a baby and pulled it. And then he got one that was not supposed to be breakable, and it like got caught on the sheet or something, and I went to roll over in the middle of the night, broke it. I don't remember what else happened. So
Cassie's hard on jewelry.
I am. And so I hanging it up to try to only wear when special occasions or when I'm not, you know, working and things. But then I forgot to put it on today, so
That's all right.
I'll wear it to church.
You'll use your new coffee cup most days, right?
I drink coffee every day. So yes, I got spoiled, hanging baskets. There's probably something else.
Yeah, good dinner with family, and we just had a good day in general.
I mean, I folded 8 loads of laundry on Mother's Day.
And I helped.
You helped. What else we need to talk about?
I think that and anything
Future
coming up. What you got?
Tomorrow's video, we did a lot of first with the our new little angels over the weekend. Actually, since they've been here, we've done a lot of first. But over the weekend, we got to do, well, I'll just tell y'all because you're watching because you love us. We got to go to a parade. We got to go to a rodeo. Oh, they got the bicycles on the last video.
Yes.
So lots of firsts. Sorry, I think I just spit. Lots of firsts, and I wish we could show their faces light up and excitement and things on these, but you guys will just have to imagine because we can't show their faces. We can show like partial faces, things like that if you ever see that, but
nothing identifying. And you guys have said you understand that. You understand it's for their safety, for their well-being, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, so that's in the future videos. Gary's been putting some final touches on the goat shelter. And I think I maybe found the solution to the runner ducks. But in tomorrow's video, you'll see how frustrated I am. And then in the upcoming video, you'll see how mellowed out a little bit.
Yeah, that's good.
Spoil alert.
Always like the mellow.
So
anything other than that, as far as praying? Continued prayer for the foster situation.
Yes, and someone mentioned Freedom Homestead, I think it was. They had some devastation. I went over and saw the video. It looked like maybe their house flooded or caught on fire or had a tornado. Something happened to their house. I was going to watch it, and then the kids needed something. I didn't make it that far. My plan today is to go check that out. So I'm not sure what happened over at Freedom Homestead, but go over there and be praying for them. Tell them Walker Farm Fam sent you and check that out. I'm not really sure what happened, but a lot of people mentioned them.
Yeah. So I'm sure there's a lot of prayer requests. Some of you continue to leave those down in the comments, and we read those and pray over those. And so just continue to do that, and we'll continue to look at them.
Yeah, we hope you guys continue to have a great week, and we pray that whatever you're going through, whatever you're facing, that God's faithfulness shines through. And we love you guys. We appreciate you so much. We've been getting tons of stuff in the mail. I don't even know if we can show it all because it's getting a little crazy. But just know when you send stuff to the kids, they're just overly excited, and you don't have to do that. We truly appreciate it. Please know that we do get it. We do open it, but sometimes it's hard to show every little detail. If you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, I try to put a lot of those in my Instagram stories and Facebook stories because that's just quicker, easier, faster. And so we try to share stuff there. So we hope you guys have a great, great day. And as always, God bless.